Hi there, good morning. How's it going? This is my first day in the West Bank of Palestine, here in Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus. I am walking over to the Church of the Nativity, the exact spot where he is believed to have been born. Right now, it is just a couple of minutes away. This is where I'm staying. Amazing, amazing old building. It reminds me a lot of a Moroccan riad with the multiple hotel rooms. Up there is the breakfast spot with the amazing view of the old town of Bethlehem here, and then this incredible arched entryway. And so let's get out there and go see the streets of Bethlehem and where Jesus was born and his family lived only for a couple of years before, of course, he had to escape to Egypt, as the myth goes, to whatever extent it is historically accurate, of Herod ordering, hello sir, the killing of all males 2 years or younger during that time. Do you have any shirts?
Yes.
Okay, I will come back later. I'm going right now to the Church of the Nativity, but I'm interested in shirts. So you will be here all day? Part of the day? All right. See you later. Okay, so this is the center of the old town.
You look like Arab.
I look like Arab.
With the beard.
With the beard?
Yes.
It's getting longer.
Yes, like Arab. So some people interested to see Al-Nur, like the people. We have Herodian Palace also.
Herodian Palace, like
Sabah.
Herod the Great?
Yes, Herod the Great.
Interesting.
You can see the
I didn't know about this one.
Yeah, it's in my village.
Which is the name of the village?
The Amra village. It's from here like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
You can see the tunnels of King Herodes, and you can see the palace, and the government, they discovered his tomb over there. On the mountain.
Tomb of Herod?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
So beautiful.
Amazing, amazing. I will be thinking about it. First, I'm going to see the sites right around here. So,
Wallahi, to be honest, because I'm free now, and the church open until 7 o'clock in the evening.
yeah.
And because the weather afternoon it will be more warm, now it's more quiet. We can take you there to visit like an hour to visit King Herod's palace, and then I bring you back here if you don't mind. And I will give you Palestinian price. My name is Nasser.
How much round trip?
Around the trip, special for you
shekels.
because you are a nice man in shekels.
Okay.
No 300 shekel, no 250 shekel, it will be just 200 shekel.
200 shekels, okay.
20 minutes driving there, half an hour, like 1 hour to visit to radio, no problem.
Yeah.
And 20 minutes to come back. You will be enjoy, and including the 200 shekel, because you are a nice man, I feel that.
Alrighty.
I'll show you the shepherd fields. Did you know the shepherd fields?
Yes, I'm actually going to walk to the shepherd. It's the church.
It's a
little church. It's very close.
4
Quite
kilometers.
4 kilometers, okay.
4 kilometers.
We'll see. I'm going to the Nativity Church for now, so I'll think about it for later. Good luck, man.
You think about I am here.
Alrighty. I'm sure that is an inflated taxi price. I'm not going to get lost on talking about taxis at the moment. So I wanted to clarify here that this video tour is not specifically about the religious sites and Christianity and Jesus. I am more here to see the West Bank and Palestine, as opposed to being here as some sort of a Christian pilgrimage. But I am also very interested in the religious sites, architectural sites. I love seeing old churches, as anyone who follows my channel knows. But I'm going to be just kind of walking around, first visiting the main tourist sites, and then do a little more exploring further. I don't think that I will be taking a taxi outside of Bethlehem today. I just want to walk around for the day, and then maybe I will be exploring more later. Okay, time to find the entrance into the church. So you can see there, restoration of the Nativity Church 2013 to 2023. So I want to give just a little bit of a basic history about the church before I go inside. So this right here is believed to be where the Nativity occurred, of course, Jesus being born in the manger and all that. Won't tell that whole story. But in the 4th century, Constantine the Great, Roman emperor, converted to Christianity, the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity, and he had a temple built here in the 4th century, around 333 AD. That temple probably burned down, and then it was reconstructed, or a similar one was reconstructed by Justinian. Justinian was not a Roman emperor. Well, yes, he was, but he was not a Western Roman emperor. He was an Eastern Roman emperor, the Byzantine Empire. The Roman Empire had collapsed since Constantine, and then it switched over to Constantinople being the capital of the Byzantine Empire, or the Eastern Roman Empire. And Justinian then rebuilt a church in this same spot. And as I understand it, that is what we're looking at. Obviously not exactly what he originally built, but that temple that he built was then restored, added to, etc., but it was not demolished and then rebuilt later. It is essentially the same temple built a long time ago. Okay, really looking forward to seeing what this is like. This is going to be an experience of a lifetime. Okay, so I guess it's free, and I am already blown away. I just love this kind of construction, all the stone, the arched ceilings. This is obviously nothing especially important, just a little side room, but still very beautiful, and it is clearly going to get much more magnificent. Look at this door. That is a very solid door. Incredible carvings on this wooden entrance door.
Looking this way, we will see the keyboard. Men have to take off their hats inside.
Oh,
the
yes,
church.
yes.
We will catch the keyboard.
Look at that style of artwork up there is very, very beautiful, and a style unlike I've seen elsewhere. So this is the oldest church in the Holy Land.
see silver star. The star, that is the spot where Jesus was born. To the left side of the same down, you will see the place of the manger. Manger in Tagalog, Sabah. It's called the Krippe. In German. Please, go ahead.
Please make a semicircle like this to go to the most important thing, the birth of Jesus Christ. Por favor, acerca. Over here you can see the icon of the Virgin Mary of Miracles of Bethlehem. The only virgin that looks happy and smiling is in Bethlehem. Why? Because she gave birth to her son. Over here it was donated from the Queen of Russia called Alexandra in the 19th century. And in Jerusalem, when you go to the Holy Sepulchre Church, she looks very sad because her son was crucified and died in Jerusalem. Now we're going to go down to the birth of Jesus Christ, the most important thing.
As I told you, the first Christians believed that this is the real cave of birth. Until this moment, we still have the same belief. So according to our tradition and our belief, here is the start of birth, and the start of birth marks where Mary gave birth. The star has 14 branches. 14 branches can mean two things. Either the genealogy of Jesus that was mentioned in the book of Matthew, remember, the one that we talked about, or the Vida La Rosa. I believe that you may have done it. So the Vida La Rosa or the genealogy of Jesus. In the middle of it there is a hole. The hole is the real floor of the cave. The rest is the marble that the Crusaders brought to the cave, to the church later on in the 12th century. So, us the Christians of Bethlehem, we prefer to kneel by the star and touch the star to take the blessing of the place. But the manger, remember the manger that you can see in the shepherd's field? This is what the manger is.
Please, gentlemen, come, see the star, touch, take photo, and don't step here only here because this is holy place. And watch the candles inside.
So there you go, birthplace of Jesus, Church of the Nativity and pilgrimage route. Bethlehem UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, going to walk over to the Milk Grotto Church. So here it is, the Milk Grotto Church. Milk Grotto Church. I just want to go inside. Is it straight ahead? Okay, thank you. I will see. Okay. Okay. St. Joseph Church, so maybe I will go that way next. Okay. So it is called the Milk Grotto Church because Mary was breastfeeding Jesus, and apparently a drop of milk fell on the ground on the floor and caused the floor to become white. So that is why it is called the Milk Grotto Church. So another site where Jesus and Mary may have been. I love hearing the sound of the cicadas. It reminds me that I'm back in my favorite part of the world, the Mediterranean. Not too far away, although there is a closer sea, the Dead Sea. perhaps I will visit it. While I'm here, I haven't decided my plans yet. So we have some history up here, a lot of it. I don't want to end up reading too much, but let's take a quick look. The history of the church. There are many pilgrim accounts of the cave. The anonymous 7, 1145 writes, "And there is the church where Saint Mary rested while holding the Lord," while the anonymous author of Les Cicadas de Jerusalem 1187 recalls, "A little upstream from Bethlehem there is a chapel where Our Lady rested after giving birth." The Church of the Repose and the Milk Grotto have been included in pilgrims' accounts since the 12th century. They speak of a church in a cave named of the Milk, located to the south of the Basilica of the Nativity. The cave denomination of the Milk, with reference to the apocryphal Gospels, is already known in the Greek account by Perdica 1250, who tells how this milk grants milk to mothers who are in need. It is above all for this reason that people pray at the cave up to the present day. The story of the flight into Egypt. "And when Herod saw that he had been made sport of by the Magi, his heart swelled with rage, and he sent through all the roads, wishing to seize them and put them to death. But when he could not find them at all, he sent anew to Bethlehem and all its borders, and slew all the male children whom he found of 2 years old and under, according to the time that he had ascertained from the Magi. Now the day before this was done, Joseph was warned in his sleep by the angel of the Lord, who said to him, 'Take Mary and the child, and go into Egypt by the way of the desert.' And Joseph went according to the saying of the angel." Okay, so I'm now going to walk in the direction of the Church of the Shepherd's Fields, partly just for the walk, just to see what we see along the way, see more of Bethlehem and the West Bank and Palestine, beyond just the couple of main sites. So, Google says that it is a 30-minute walk. It also said that it was mostly flat. So, we'll see how this goes, and perhaps I will catch a taxi at some point. So, speaking of taxis, if you saw the last video, then you know that I came yesterday morning from Bucharest, Romania, flew into Tel Aviv Ben Gurion International Airport, caught a train to Jerusalem. Man, this is so not flat. And then, once arriving in Jerusalem, I wasn't quite sure how to get here to Bethlehem. There are various ways to do it. Probably most people are doing it as part of a day tour coming from Jerusalem, but I am staying 2 nights and maybe another night tomorrow. Not sure. I will see what I feel like doing. But getting around the West Bank is, of course, a challenge. Not sure if you can see there, but I wasn't lying. It does say right there, it says mostly flat. Maybe it gets flatter after the steep hill. Look at that view. So intense, unlike anywhere else in the world. These landscapes so stark and kind of brutal looking. Just a few scatterings of trees here and there, and yet at the same time something so evocative about them. Partly the history, just knowing how much has happened here over thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Jericho, here in the West Bank, believed to be the oldest city in the world. Now, that is of course a highly disputed and arguable topic. It's hard to pinpoint exactly when various very ancient cities first were settled, but it is certainly one of the oldest cities in the world. Okay, left or straight here? So it's down the steep hill. Looks like it will get flat eventually. And I'm glad that we are going this way because we are now walking straight towards a beautiful golden dome and tower that I'm very curious to see. I have no idea what that is. So as far as taxi prices, then you saw the guy at the beginning of this video. They say not 300, not 250, only 200 shekels, which is about $55, $60, something like that. And I have no idea what the real prices are. Try to get them to use the meter if they will agree to do that. Now, the taxi ride yesterday was 250 Israeli shekels. That is about $65. I tipped him extra, 50 shekels, so paid 80 bucks for it. From Jerusalem, took about 40 minutes or so. Now, that seemed like a fairly reasonable price to me, considering that Israel is one of the most expensive countries in the world. I took a like 15-minute taxi ride in Orlando, Florida at the beginning of this trip a few months ago, and it was like 60 bucks for like 15 minutes. So yesterday, $80 sounded kind of reasonable, but it sounds like I might have gotten overcharged on that one. So good luck with the taxis. But there are also buses to get over here. So I did confirm that based on comments, etc. under the video that I posted yesterday. And so I can take a bus back to Jerusalem. It should be just a few dollars. But I'm not sure if I'm going straight back to Jerusalem, so I don't know how I'm going to get to wherever I'm going next. I'll figure that out later. All right, so seeing a different side of the city here. Somebody asked in a comment, why are all the buildings painted yellow? Is that some sort of mandate? Hopefully you can see. These aren't painted. That is sandstone. That is just the natural color. We have a good sign. Shepherd's Field. Greek Catholic Church. Okay. I need to see that. Maybe that is the golden domed one. Guess what it says on the back of that van. I was just talking about how I'm not sure how I'm going to get to where I want to go next. One of the places that I want to go next is Ramallah. That van said Ramallah, Bethlehem. So I need to look into a van that goes between the two, which will, I'm sure, be cheaper than paying for a private taxi. We're getting closer. It is 1 kilometer or a 13-minute walk away. Definitely a little bit of a rough neighborhood in here, but seems perfectly fine. So you can see lots of old rock walls out there. Where is a cold pomegranate juice when you need one? Well, here's a market. I should get something to drink. Lemon mint drink. 3 shekels, or a little less than $1. I think this is gonna be good. Oh man, that is absolutely perfect. Here's something to watch out for if you're driving in the West Bank. Don't take the wrong roundabout exit. They take their one-way streets seriously. Okay, which way from here? We must be getting quite close. Everything is Shepherd's Nye restaurant. And we have arrived. Franciscan Shepherd's Field. So I hadn't known what the significance of the Shepherd's Field Chapel was, but turns out it is quite important in the Christian religion. The Shepherd's Field Chapel, or the Sanctuary of the Gloria in Excelsis Deo, dedicated to Our Lady of Fatima and Saint Teresa of Lisieux, is a Roman Catholic religious building in the area of Beit Sahur, southeast of Bethlehem, in the West Bank in Palestine. The chapel marks the place where, according to Catholic tradition, angels first announced the birth of the Christ. Okay, so that is different. At first I was thinking it was the angel Gabriel informing Mary that she was carrying the Christ child, but it is the angels announcing the birth of Jesus. Not far away, that is what I just walked. Very beautiful chapel. Very interesting design. Okay, hat, sunglasses, off. And here we have excavations of. That is a little hard to figure out, but I think that it is saying 4th, 5th, 6th century. You have 4, 5, 6. Byzantine Church and Monastery. So as I mentioned before, the collapse of the Roman Empire, I think that was 5th century? Middle 400s or so. And then no more Roman emperors in Rome, the capital moved to Constantinople, and the Byzantine Empire reigned for 1,000 years after that. And the Byzantine Empire was primarily Greek. So there was a very major Greek presence here. But there were many, many different civilizations, different empires. Man, what a view. Very new looking church down there. All right, time to do the walk back and look for the golden domed whatever it was that I saw before, and find out what it was. Mosaic floor there. Very basic. No designs really that I can tell. Maybe something very simple. Okay, you too.
Where are you from?
United States.
Which state?
California.
Okay, San Francisco.
Yes, San Francisco
Diego.
area. I'm from a small town north of San Francisco, about 2 hours.
Really?
Very small town, yes.
It's behind the airport.
Of San Francisco?
Yeah.
No, it's north, a long ways north from San Francisco, 2 hours driving.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Small town in the mountains, kind of.
I was,
Have you been there?
Yeah,
To California?
3 times in San Francisco.
Okay. Just visiting, or?
Yeah, visiting my
Okay.
cousins there.
I see. How did you like it? Yeah. Pretty cool.
Francisco. Yeah. My cousin, he lives behind the airport, like in 15 minutes.
Yeah, South San Francisco it's called. Yeah, okay. Did you see more of California? Yosemite?
Yeah, San Diego.
Yosemite? Okay, San Diego. Okay,
Yeah.
you saw all over. Good, good. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Nevada, Los Angeles,
Yeah.
California.
My family is all from Los Angeles, but then we moved north.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
9 states there.
Okay.
My favorites,
Excellent.
the best, Miami.
Yeah? You like Miami, huh?
Miami is my favorite.
Awesome.
Yeah, San Francisco, very cool. I like
Fun scene. You find some good parties and... Right on, right on.
good people.
Yeah. 10 shekels, or about $2.50 for a mixed pomegranate orange juice. It isn't cold, but it is good. That is one of my favorites. They really complement each other. Okay. Which way to go? Where is the Golden Dome? So this seems to be more like the center of the city compared to the walk that I did that felt, kind of middle of nowhere. But I'm still down the mountain from my hotel. So we have a silver domed building up ahead. I thought for sure that I'd seen a golden domed one, but let's take a look. Looks like that one is indeed a church. Looks like it might be closed to go inside, and regardless, I've been inside lots of churches, so think that I will carry on, especially because I am getting overheated. Interestingly named street for me anyways. B, I guess that's Boulevard Gabriel Abu Sada STR Street. I know that in the Muslim religion they also revere Jesus and the Virgin Mary and the angel Gabriel, so makes sense. All right, so this is saying Bethlehem ahead, so maybe this isn't actually the city center, but anyways, we're in the middle of things. Old city to the left, Virgin Mary's Well. So I'm not sure what that is, haven't heard about that yet. Obviously another site where it is believed that Mary was, and Jesus presumably. But what about the Golden Building? So here is the Virgin Mary's Well, and here is the story. Built by the prophet Jacob, son of Isaac, son of Abraham, when he lived for a while in Beit Sahur, that is here, behind the tower of the flock, after the death of his wife Rachel, and burial in Bethlehem, where the two were on the way to Ephrata. When the flight of the Virgin Mary with Saint Joseph to Egypt with the baby Jesus, for fear of Herod the king, the well was so deep with no bucket to draw water. Mary asked one of the women who was filling her bucket from the well, filling for a little water to drink, but the woman refused. Then Mary addressed the well, saying, "O well, rise and rise, so that I drink from you and believe." The miracle occurred, and the water began to rise, and Virgin Mary drank. Then the water went down to the bottom again. The traditions say that since that day until today, there is always water in the well at the same level, which does not diminish or increase. Very interesting. I hadn't heard that story before. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I guess it's right here. Maybe there's an entrance on the other side. But a very interesting neighborhood. I guess that's it right in there. Okay, let's walk through this area here. There we have a minaret of a mosque. Maybe my eyes deceived me, and what I thought was a golden dome was actually the silver domed one. I thought for sure I saw gold, but it looked just like that one. A tower and then the little dome on it. Maybe I won't find that today, we shall see, but let's wander back in here. Very, very interesting. So quiet. Middle of the afternoon, that is one reason. Also, it is not high season. High season here for tourism is, of course, Christmas, and then I guess the winter months in general when it's cooler. if I hike up a bunch of stairs and then look down and see, oh, there's the Golden Dome back down there, I am going to be very conflicted about whether to hike back down. I think probably not. Time to get into my room, get out of the heat. But man, oh man, has this been a fascinating day in Palestine. Look at that. That is very, very old. It's all very old, but those kind of arches, those bricks. I'm not sure if this is going exactly back to where I need to go, but it looks worth following. Oh man, that sun is getting overwhelming. Okay, where are we going? We're on a road to nowhere. I think that I'm going to head in the more accurate general direction this way. Well, I think this is probably going to be the end of the day's tour, but we saw a lot, and yet it was just a drop in the bucket of the West Bank. So we'll see what I end up doing tomorrow. Old City Street. Let's see if this one is going more in the right direction. Oh yeah, gotta go up here.